Welcome to our podcast called The 3-Minute Reel, brought to you by AIM Higher in Education Incorporated. This particular series is called Real Talk on Education. I'm your host, Raketa Thomas. So thank you so much for joining us. With us today is Ebony Jason. She is a parent, an instructional coach, and a teacher. So my first question to you is, do you feel that as a parent in this environment, you've been forced to be almost a co-student to your kids' classes, or maybe a support, whether it's a behavioral academic support, or even a co-teacher?
Absolutely. So I feel like I'm enrolled in first grade and I'm enrolled in ninth grade. Sometimes I have to sit in class just so I can know what's going on, like instructional wise, especially for content that's not my forte. I've had to sit in on English, ninth grade English classes just to understand what she's supposed to be doing. Behavior more so for my first grader because he does lack focus. He gets easily distracted. He's like a squirrel chasing a tire. He see a car go by and he wants to go play. The teachers are doing a really good job of delivering content. It's just that behind the scenes support.
Do you think hotspots and Chromebooks are here to stay?
So yeah, it's definitely here to stay for my first grader, but my ninth grader, he can't wait to throw it at the wall and go back to school.
What would you say that parents need right now?
Flexibility. Honestly, that is the one thing that some teachers offer that other teachers don't. Some schools offer, other schools don't. My daughter's high school is not flexible. There needs to be this idea that there has to be some flexibility in working with the fact that there are parents who have jobs, and that doesn't always work into the schedule, the request that you are making to be fulfilled at that time. Now, I've had some teachers where I'll simply send them a remind message and say, hey, look, she has practice. I don't get off work until this time. That assignment's not going to get done by 9 o'clock, and you just assigned it today. We need a little grace period. And they are quick to oblige because they know the work will get done. And then you have some teachers that are hard line 4 o'clock. We're just going to have to miss that deadline. There has to be a level of flexibility and understanding that she's already stressed. High school is new. The workload is crazy. And she's at home and uncomfortable. Does that mean that she ended up being some disgrace of a student with a low GPA and, a bad citizen at 18? No. It just means we didn't make that deadline and we move on. We do our best that we can do in the day. And I never forget that they are kids, right? And so this pandemic has changed the moral fiber of our family as far as like, what am I hardline pressed about anymore? Hardline pressed about, are you okay? Mentally, physically, are you okay? Do you know that, this too shall pass?
Thank you for listening to our podcast, The 3-Minute Reel. We hope you enjoyed it and that you'll come back and hear the next one. This podcast has been brought to you by AIM Higher in Education Incorporated, where we focus on education for success.